You know, we've had to get serious this year. That's what it's been all about. And if you had told me 1 year ago that I would own something called an oximeter, I would have gone, no, I don't think so. But these have become two of the most important things in our life, because this is what's telling us each and every day if we're healthy, if we've been exposed to something. We are monitoring this every day, everywhere we go. And this is the accurate way that you're gonna be able to do it in a second, a split second. But the oximeter also is one of the most important things when it comes to really measuring your blood oxygen levels. But it's so easy. It's hard to find these things. It is hard out in the marketplace. It looks like, again, we're going into like toilet paper shortages again. I mean, seriously, this is crazy. But I know when this whole madness started, earlier this year, trying to find an oximeter was so difficult. I paid for my oximeter, I paid what the entire price of getting both of these is today. And we have joining us right now, Lisa Kirchman, with what have become two of our top sellers, because Lisa, we need these. And frankly, it couldn't be more important. And these are things that I think even as we go forward in our lives, these are things that we will always want to have in our drawers, handy, so that we can always measure the most important parts. These are the things that doctors are checking every time you walk into the office nowadays.
Absolutely, Alice. Well, good morning to you. It's great to see you. And these are, as you said, part of the new normal. And this is what we want to have in our home healthcare toolkit. And that's why we want to have HoMedics products, because what HoMedics brings us is that peace of mind. This is a brand that's been around helping us bring health and wellness into our homes since 1987. They're one of the top brands at HSN for a reason. Both of these items come with that HSN and HoMedics backing. They have a HoMedics warranty, and they come with batteries, and they come with clinical accuracy. That's what counts. And they're great items. These are top of the line. I actually, when this all started, I got an oximeter myself. I just got whatever I could find because I couldn't find anything and wasn't happy with it. So I was delighted when HoMedics came out with this really top of the line, beautiful, very comfortable and accurate oximeter. What you want to do is place your hand flat, put the oximeter on either your index, middle, or ring finger, and then it did it so quickly you didn't get to see sort of how you can immediately see it's reading your pulse. But what you can see is how easy this is to read if you are trying to take your own measure or if you're trying to take someone else's, because the screen is responsive. So HoMedics has just thought of everything. And this thermometer, amazing, top of the line. It takes temperatures 4 ways, not just your body temperature, which it does in an accurate and immediate fashion, right? You get that instant readout, but it takes room temperature, surface temperature, liquid temperature, and the body temperature. So you're getting your temperature readings in 4 ways. It'll do Celsius or Fahrenheit, and you can just, with the press of a button, switch that mode, or you can scroll through 50 stored temperatures. And as you know, Alice, when you're trying to monitor your temperature, it's the kind of thing that you do over a period of time. That's why it's so important we have these in the home. Many of us are doing telemedicine, and the doctors want to know these numbers. I love these kids. First of all, they're adorable, but you know how hard it is to get a temperature on a kid. They're squirming. They don't want to get it. So contact-free, well, it's a must, not just in this pandemic and cold and flu season, but it just makes our lives easier. I love this graphic because it shows you've got the green that shows you without even having to read the actual number, the temperature's fine. Yellow is a little elevated, and red, you're having an event. You would certainly want to call your doctor. That's when you want to check what your oxygen saturation level is. And I didn't even say that at the top, because you're right, Alice. We didn't even know these existed last year, but now it's like, oh yes, I need that oximeter. This is telling us how well our oxygen is saturating throughout our bodies and into our extremities. As we know, it's a critically important number to have. And when we are monitoring our temperature, this is what our doctors are going to ask for. And I would so much prefer to be able to do this at home than go into the doctor's office. My husband, he has low blood pressure. You would think that was great, but actually what it means is that a lot of times he feels dizzy or he feels sluggish. And really, in order to have that peace of mind and know what's really going on, this is the tool we need. It'll tell us what his pulse is, and it will also tell us what that oxygen saturation is. And having both of these together is the kit. And it's the kind of kit that you want to have before you need it. You want to be able to grab, yeah, exactly.
Because it's too late afterwards. You know, and this happened, I mean, my friend Rich, I guess about a month ago, tested positive for COVID, right? So first thing I asked him, I said, do you have the oximeter? And he was like, what is that? I'm like, oh my gosh, do you Google nothing? Okay, because this is so important. It is the blood oxygen saturation. These are the things that doctors want to know first and foremost. You need to know the temperature and you need to know the blood oxygen saturation. So first thing I did was I put this in a little bag, dropped it at his front door, and you know what? It's just the most important thing. A year ago, Lisa, I think 99% of us had no idea what this was. I owned a much worse thermometer that never really was very accurate because, you know what, you didn't really need it. Now we need to monitor. We need to monitor every day. We need to monitor multiple times throughout the day. I know before I go anywhere, before I go to anybody's house, before I come to work, take my temperature. So this is gonna give you that peace of mind. And frankly, you know what? I think a lot of us are a little bit aware of what's going on and can be a little bit of over worried about it. So I like knowing that I can monitor whatever I need to and I'm gonna get really accurate results. This is so important. It is the greatest gift you can give somebody because let me tell you, and hopefully nobody, I wish nobody else ever had to get this, but if you do, you need to monitor your situation. This is the accurate way with HoMedics. And today, with our free shipping and handling, we're even including for you the batteries. This is good to go straight out of the box, but you need both of these. I'm so glad we didn't go, oh, here's one and here's the other. This is a 1-2 punch right here. These are the two tools you will use more often than you have ever used anything in your life in terms of a medical device. You will use these. But it's great to have them going forward because even with my parents are under caregivers right now in their home. And I called my caregiver, I said, hey, listen, can you start using an oximeter to check my parents and everything? And she goes, we've been using that for a year now. She goes, it's just one of the most important measures that you can take. We do it all the time. And it's so easy too. To get that incredible information in a matter of, I mean, literally in a matter of a couple of seconds. I know my pulse. Look at that, 99. That's as close to perfect as you're gonna get, right?
Anything over 95 is really great. Yeah. If you're below 90, that's when you really want to take action. And this is that peace of mind because like you said, Alice, this is the new normal. This is the kind of equipment that we have in our homes now. And we need to know these numbers. And I'm with you. I take my temperature so much now, I actually know what my normal is. And it's a little below the 98.6. So if I get to 98.6, I immediately pull out my oximeter because I already know that's a little bit elevated for me personally. And it's all about knowing our own numbers. That's what this gives us, that peace of mind, that power, that empowerment. When I go anywhere, I pop a thermometer into my bag because I know they're going to want to take my temperature when I go places. And I want to know myself. And I want to make sure that I'm going to be able to have a contact-free reading and that I'm going to be able to know what my numbers are and that peace of mind. You can't really put a price tag on that.
There is no price tag.
I honestly think that this makes a fabulous gift. They come in these individual boxes, and I know so many people who have this year for the first time bought a home, they've left a city, and this is the kind of thing that going forward, as you said, we want in our toolboxes. There's always going to be a cold and flu season, and now that we know how to take advantage of these kinds of items, we saw these for years on medical dramas. What's the pulse ox? Like I had heard that before, but I just didn't. I never dreamed that would be in my house.
I didn't even know it was important. I didn't even know it was a thing. You know, we didn't even know it was a thing. But now it is way beyond a thing. It is one of the most important things. And we have the ability to monitor it in the most simple, accurate way. And the truth is, when I bought mine, because right when everything happened, and I did my Googling, and I saw that you needed your blood oxygen level, the one that I bought, I don't even know I don't even know the company that makes it. It was so expensive, but frankly, I had to wait 2 weeks to even get something in stock. We have it, but we have it now. It is flying out the door. I'm so glad you guys are picking it up. I am so glad we have put it together with 2 of them, and so happy we're doing free shipping and handling. It just, Lisa, couldn't be more important. I'm so glad you brought this to us for the holidays, for every day.
Thank you, Alice. Thank you. And this is an exclusive bundle for HSN because we know that the HSN viewers, this is the kind of value that they are looking for.
Yes.
Thank you. It's been wonderful to see you this morning.
And 3 flex payments, free shipping and handling. Look at the retail value, almost $95. So it really is a tremendous value and great quality, great accurate results as well. So definitely stay in the ordering process for this. And you know what, you're gonna have to tune in coming up at the beginning of next hour, because we have what has been our best